this is Leslie with the Plaid Poodle. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how I made the third and final card in my autumn series that I'm calling my autumn series. The first video, we made this lovely little maple leaf card using the vintage leaf stamp set. We made it a sympathy card, but it could most certainly be used for any occasion. Great for masculines cards and this time of year for birthdays, anniversaries, whatever, thinking of you. So if you want to see that one, check out my blog post at www.theplaidpoodle.com or the video on my YouTube channel. Then the second video in the series, we made this heat embossed with the copper embossing powder. It was a very simple, quick and easy card, but it just has a real touch of elegance. So also you can see that on my blog post at www.theplaidpoodle.com or also on my YouTube channel. And today's card, our final card in this series, is we're jumping off kind of the traditional looking autumn card. We're using some different color combinations. I made this card, actually I copied this card. I changed it up a tad from her design, but Mary Brown, another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, gets credit for this card. I just have a tendency to have a hard time thinking outside of the box, and this color combination was just so unusual, and yet it works. And actually at my card classes this week, this was like the favorite card. So I think all of us, we have a tendency not to think outside the traditional, and then when we do, we really fall in love with it. So thank you, Mary Brown, for your inspiration for this card. So to make this card, I started out with a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 soft sky cardstock. It is scored at 4 1/4 to make our card base. And then for the second layer, I took a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 inch soft sky cardstock, and can you see the texture on that? I used the wood grain Textures Impressions embossing folder from Stampin' Up! And we use this in our first card to give a little bit of dimension to our tag. So it's a really versatile little embossing folder. And for the price, embossing folders are awesome to add interest to your cards because they're just so affordable and economic. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just put this. I went ahead and embossed it to save us all time. I'm going to put that on the card base, just flat up with some adhesive. And then I've taken a piece of 4 5/8 by 2 7/8 inch rich raspberry cardstock. And don't worry about the dimensions. I'll post them on my blog. You can get them all there. The dimensions and the products used are listed below as well as on my blog. And this one we're going to kind of just put at a little funky angle. No big whoop about it. Just eyeball it. And then I've used the silver ribbon, and this comes in a pack of 2. Look at this. I don't know what color this is, if it's pink or it might be our new color, Sweet Sugar Plum, but it's gorgeous. But I'm going to use, it's 3/8 inch glitter ribbon. I'm going to use the silver, and it does come in the pack of 2. And I'm just going to do like my card in the last video. I'm just going to put a little adhesive right on the back because it's thick enough and it's not going to mess it up or anything. And I'm going to take my, you guys, I keep hitting this, my tripod. I apologize. It's because I'm using that big ATG adhesive gun. I need to use my snail. I keep wiping. And then I'm going to put it kind of in the lower third of that rich raspberry. It's just going to add a little interest, a little glitzy shine, and then I'm just cutting that off the end there. Easy as that. Now we're going to do our stamping, and for that I've got a piece of 2 3/4 inch by 4.5 inch Whisper White cardstock, and these are photopolymer stamps, and I always like to use my stamping piercing mat, I don't know, when I'm using photopolymer stamps. So, and the stamp set I'm using, I forgot to mention that, is Totally Trees. This is in the holiday catalog, and I'm loving it. It's really cool. I've made a card with the palm tree. I've made a couple cards using this image that we're going to use today. I'm going to use basic black ink for the base of my trees, and I'm using this image. It's got like little berries or little round somethings. I'm going to put it right in the middle, kind of towards the front of the cardstock, because I'm going to make my other two trees kind of in the back. I don't know if that makes sense, but maybe you'll see when I do it. So I'm going to raise them up a little bit behind here. Okay. And then for the sentiment, I have used a stamp from the Weather Together stamp set. I just like the font. It's a little thanks, and it's the right size, and I love the font. So I took it out of that stamp set. I'm going to get that right there. Now for the grass, I don't know why I did this. Brain freeze, but I used 2 different greens on this card. It's really not necessary to use 2 different greens, but I did. I used Wild Wasabi for the grass, and there's a little image, just a tiny little image, and so I'm going to put a little bit of grass under each tree trunk with the Wild Wasabi ink. And you guys, with these photopolymer stamps, it's so simple to get your image where it needs to be. Okay, now for the middle tree, I'm using one of the new in colors, Sweet Sugar Plum, and this little triangular shape. And you just go right over. It's a 2-step stamp. And like I said, with the photopolymer, it just really makes this simple. And then we're done with the Sweet Sugar Plum. It kind of really coordinates well with the rich raspberry, and I never really realized that until I created this card. Now for the green tree over here, I'm using Pear Pizzazz. And I sure could have used Pear Pizzazz or Wild Wasabi for the grass and the tree. I don't know what I was thinking. I just wanted to use both greens, I guess, that day. And this is just kind of a little free-form circle. It's so cute. And now we need to wash our stamp. Get my Stampin' scrubber out here. That's probably shaking the camera too. Okay, and this tree over here is Pool Party. See all these different colors that, I mean, Soft Sky, Pool Party, Wild Wasabi, Sweet Sugar Plum. My brain just doesn't go there. I need people like Mary Brown to get me out of my rut, because this is the cutest card. There we go. Okay, and that is all the stamping. Get all this out of the way. I don't want to get ink on anything. And then all we need to do is adhere it to the center of the card, and this goes just straight across. We've kind of done the Rich Razzleberry one, Cattywomp. But this one is going to be straight. Yep, there we go. Isn't that cute? I just love this card. I just love it. Anyway, you guys, check out the previous 2 videos in the series. And if you need a stamping demonstrator, I would love to be your stamping demonstrator. I would be happy to help you in your paper crafting needs. So contact me today, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining me again. Bye-bye.